Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn a very interesting poem, Geography Lesson, written by Zulfikar Ghosh. The whole poem is written on a person's perspective about the world, how he or she sees the world. Now, before we start, let me give you a short introduction about the poet Zulfikar Ghosh. He was born on 13th March 1935. He is a novelist, poet, and essayist. He is basically a native of Pakistan and currently he resides in Texas. Now, the poem, the geography lesson, is, as I told you, is written from the perspective of a person who is observing the city from above, seeing it seated in a jet plane. Now, as he ascends the heights in the sky, he is able to understand the real meaning of geography. It actually inculcates in the reader about the political divisions. So, now this poem, the geography lesson, we will study it into 4 parts. We'll divide the whole poem into 4 different parts and we'll understand how the whole world is divided into how the whole world is seen from a geographical perspective. Okay. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed it the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on the ground had looked haphazard. Now, if you see the first 4 lines, the city from the sky, what it says is the city. When the plane sprang into the sky, went up high in the sky, the poet is able to see the city very clearly. He, in the first stanza of this poem, describes the city. He tells us how it appears from the window of an aeroplane. It is clear that the city had developed just as it was necessary for the people. So what looked haphazard, that means not scaled on the ground, looked inevitable from the sky. So this was the view of the poet when the first jet sprang into the sky. About what on the ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style, when the jet sprang into the sky. Now here in this line, as I said you, he describes the appearance of the city, what he is able to see from a limited height. He says he's not able to understand why it was unplanned and why it was without style, why the city was so not aligned properly into geometrical shapes. It was built as the way it was not applicable. It was built randomly. Now, when the next time when the jet reached about 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the river ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated. Now, when the jet reached 10,000 feet high, now this is higher than the previous one. Here in this, when he reaches certain 10,000 feet from the ground level, here he is able to clearly understand the logic of geography. In the first para, he wasn't sure what was the logic of geography. He wasn't sure why was the city so haphazard. It was very confusing. But now, from 10,000 feet, it is clear that what is the logic of geography. The poet here can see the logic of geography as he can see why the cities in the country have grown along the rivers. The valleys are so populated for the same reason. Now it is the land and water that together attracts people. He was very clear, as I said you. It is because of the river, because of the water, why he is able to see that the most of the cities are being populated or built up near the river, sea or ocean. Wherever he is able to see the blue, he is able to find more number of population there. Why? Because water is the main source of people's need. People cannot live without water. So wherever there was water, people gathered and built up cities over there. So by this, it was clear why the geographical aspect from the top was not clear, because people have built up the cities according to their need, according to the water resources, not according to plan management. Now, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and it had more sea than land. Now, in the next 4 lines, here when the jet goes more 6 miles high. Now, this is the third height which the poet reaches in the jet, still 6 miles up higher. Now, here he is able to notice, he is able to clearly identify that the earth is filled with more amount of sea than land. When the plane rises still higher, that's 6 miles up, the earth looks round from top. From that height, it is clear that the earth has more sea than land. We all know how much percentage, nearly 70 to 75% of the earth is filled with water and the rest is of land. And nearly very less than 10% of water is available for us for drinking, right? Now, from this height, it was completely clear for the poet that the earth has more sea than land. However, here one question remains unanswered. Now, it is very difficult to understand why people hate and kill one another. Now, there was still one question in the poet's mind. Why was there a lot of division? Why did people want to hate and kill each other? When the geography of the whole earth was clear that this was only the main reason, the water was only the main reason for people to settle, get near water, to build population near water, to build cities so haphazardly in a confusing manner, not in a proper lined manner. Everything, why the earth was so round, why the earth was filled with so water, all the geographical questions were clear to the poet. But this one question was still haunting him, that why were people hating each other? What was the reason for people to kill one another? Why there were so many wars? Why there are so many distinguishes, differentiations? Who has built all these differences in the mind of the people? What was the main cause for it? But it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across the cities to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. Now, here in the last 4 lines, the mystery, as I told you. The last line, the mystery is still remains a mystery. It is easy to understand the logic of geography from a certain height. However, it is very difficult to understand why humans hate one another. This still remains a mystery. No one is able to answer this question, that why humans hate each other. Who has built this division across humans? He feels really miserable and sorry for the state of condition. This this jealousy, barriers, borders were all obvious in place of coexistence and mutual respect. He is not able to understand who has built the walls across the city and trying to harm others. There's no answers for this question at any height. From this height, these questions were not answerable. So I hope this poem, the geography lesson, is very clear to you. I'm going to share a short worksheet of 3 questions, multiple choice, to make sure that you have understand the poem clearly. If you have any questions, please text me personally. Thank you.